So I've completed the story mode in Crystal of Atlan for co-op mode, and that was a challenging one, not gonna lie. Well, the main challenge was actually about finding a proper team, because people don't understand what's going on, what they should do and so on. So in this video I'll try to explain and provide the full guidance about this mode, what to expect from it, what you should do, how to prepare, and so on. This is Radicalex Video Games channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And let's begin with the video. So I have my own Discord server, so feel free to join it. The link is going to be in the pinned comment. Here you're able to talk with other people, to communicate with me as well. And I'm actually preparing the team for elite mode. So if you're above recommended numbers, which we're going to discuss further, or want to be ready to actually take part in this activity, feel free to apply for it, feel free to reach me, because this is kind of a challenging one and people should be prepared. So I'm saying from the very beginning, if you're ready for this mode and you're looking for a team, feel free to apply. Otherwise it's going to be just not worth it. Okay, now to the main topic of this video. So as you can see here, I have access to elite mode because I finished the story mode, where we are going to talk about it. And as you can see here, to complete all 4 stages, the requirement number for nullification is 4.5k. So huge suggestion to you guys, if you're trying to complete the story mode with the team fight of 4 people, 4 real players, and if you're below 4.5k nullification, please don't go there. I'm begging you. Just, it took me so much time today because again, people didn't understand how nullification works, and the whole thing about nullification, if you're lacking with it on certain stages, as you can see here, there are 4 of them, you're just going to die if you're below the recommended number. There's going to be just no use of you, like, at all. You won't help, you just will harm the full run. Don't get me wrong, it is what it is, it's the reality. And to complete the whole story, all 4 battles, it requires you to have a proper team where really people know what to do and how. It's really about the teamwork. So please save nerves for other players who are trying to complete it. Yeah, if you're below the number and you want to spend your attempts, just a big suggestion, you're going here not to the story mode but to a solo mode. And here you may try as long as you want on your own, but in the story mode, please don't do it. And in this video I'm going to show you examples of battles and mechanics based on the solo mode. So you should understand that in story mode, and especially in elite mode, bosses, they have more HP. You rely on your teammates way more. So these are important moments to keep in mind. Battles you will see they are faster because I was on my own in a solo mode. That's the difference. Now about nullification, let's talk about it. As you can see by my example, I have 5.8, almost 5.9k nullification. This is an important moment. Where it comes from, what is it? And the answer is pretty simple and obvious. When we're going to our gear, you're going to click it, and here in additional attributes you can see the nullification parameter. So from rare gears like the purple one, you're going to receive about 250. From the golden gear, from the epic gear, I usually call it legendary, you're going to receive 560. From some of them some more, it really depends on the level and advancement of this gear. Basically, when we're talking about finishing the story mode, you need to have almost everything legendary. Maybe like 2, maximum 3 pieces you may miss. I think 2. Yeah, maybe I am wrong, maybe 3. I'm not really good at math. but it is what it is, so it requires you to prepare properly for this mode. About gear and farming, it's a whole other story. So the first thing where you can get actually golden pieces of gear is going to be the nest in Void Realm. You have one daily reward 3 times a week. From this nest Void Realm you're able to get random legendary every day. You need to spend your green energy for this, for one single run, to get some random legendary piece of gear. The other place where you're able to farm some legendary gears is going to be in Adventure, the Abyssal one part. So here you have a pity. I believe you need to do like 15 runs to get yourself some random legendary piece of gear or weapon. Again, it's random, by chance. It could be something that you don't really want, that is not required for you, that is not for your class. And what I mean by saying not for your class, so here for example I'm going to my gear, we're going to click on my chest piece, and I'm going to show you, we're going to additional attributes, and here with a bright gray you can see it's written for Elementalist. So it's not fit for me because I'm playing Warlock. I'm not getting all the benefits from this piece of gear, but it gives me the nullification parameters. So ideally you want to aim for such pieces of gear that are going to be specifically for your class. Again, the drop rate is random. For example, here I was lucky with boots. They're working specifically for Warlock, and you can see every 55 Umbro enhancement increase Umbro damage by 3% up to 12%. So in my case, if I'm working on such parameter for Warlock as Umbro enhancement, I'm going to receive additional benefits from this piece of gear. For the others, like this one for example, it's also not for my class, it's for Bounty Hunter. The ring is also for Elementalist, and all of them, they're providing some decent additional benefits, and it's going to overall affect your performance. You need to understand this. So at the end you want to get yourself some proper gears, and actually that are going to work for your class specifically, because the benefits that you are going to receive, they're going to be really important for your performance during the run. And of course the most obvious and not that fast way is going to be actually crafting. So you are able to craft yourself the Void gear, and you can upgrade it to epic version, level 55 as you can see here, and it's going to give you exactly 560 points for nullification for each piece. Basically, if you're going to get yourself a full set from here, you're going to be fine in terms of numbers. But the set effect, it's okay. Well, some pieces that you are able to farm from the previous activities that I mentioned, they might work better than this, because again, you're farming them, and these pieces you're crafting them for free. So it's a little bit of a different story. And why we're talking about the co-op mode, well, you want to progress with your account further. You want to craft better pieces of gears, weapons and so on, and for this specific purpose you need to farm materials from co-op mode, and from co-op mode you're also able to get some legendary pieces of gear randomly again, but hey, they're for free. I believe with gear is pretty much clear, and you should understand about the nullification in general, about the gears, what you want to get yourself, how to work with it and so on. That's pretty much clear, at least it should be, I hope. If you have questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. And yes, that's their matter for this battle, not gonna lie, they're really important, because it's going to be like a really long raid with your teammates, with your guild mates, and you need to be ready for it. You need to deal damage, you need to bring impact. So when we're starting the mode, here you have several ways to go. On the right side, let's say, and on the left side. They're going to be different opponents on the second stage. The first one is going to be the same for everyone. So we are running team of 4 people. You're deciding where you're going. For example, on the left side, when you go here, you have the first, let's say, boss fight 1v1. Every one of your teammates is going to fight this one boss. The fight is pretty much straightforward, there is nothing special about it. You need to avoid his electrical hits, you need to avoid his AoE attacks. Here the fight was fast because again it's a solo mode. After you're going to finish it, you're going to the next stage and you're going to unite with the other partner who is going to be on the same side on the chessboard with you. This is an important moment here for you to keep in mind. When you're finishing the first fight with that one boss, if you were fast enough, you will have access into the gate to the other side, to the person who you are standing on a chessboard together. Important moment about revival tints. So I'm going to show you with the mouse here in this mode, in solo mode, I have 5 personal revival tints and the limit per team in this mode, in solo mode, 5. When we're talking about story mode, the team has 15 revival tints. The most important moment, in first 2 battles, don't use them at all. If you're dying in the first battle and for example on the other side your teammate is doing successfully the job and completing the fight, he will be able to join your side and he will be able to clear the boss, for example. After that you will be revived without using the revival tincture after finishing the battle. The same goes for the second stage when you're fighting boss from the second stages. If you're dying and you're close to the end, for example, you understand that teammate is able to deal with it on her own, or for example the other team on the other side, which we're going to talk later, they're dealing okay and they will be able to join, for example, and finish the boss fight. Don't use again the tinctures, they're really important for the last boss. They're really important. So on the left side of the chessboard, here we have, let's say, a leech who is going to do some magic attacks, and at a certain moment of the fight, when you're going to reach certain threshold of HP bars, he is going to disappear and summon flames. These flames are needed because he is going to summon shadows. As you can see, in this mode, in solo mode, there is one shadow. In the team mode, there are going to be first of all 2 shadows, so you need to bring them to the flame. This way you will be able to kill them. So you're killing, for example, the first wave. Now in story mode there are going to be 6 of them, of shadows I mean. After that, here there are 2, and here is going to be a little bit of an issue because this leech is going to appear, as you can see, and he is going to shoot you with his lightning, with his massive attack. So you should avoid it, otherwise he's going to kill you like instantly. And he is going to pop up like randomly again on the other side, on this side, and trying to hit you. The main thing here at this stage, you need to gather all shadows at the same time, ideally at the flame, to actually being able to kill them all at the same time. So when you're doing it, that's pretty much it for this phase. And after that, all you need to do is to finish the boss. The only thing that this boss may do actually during this fight, that he's going to appear at the center and on 4 sides of the map he's going to summon like flames again, and he's going to change their form into the dark form, so they're going to absorb you if you're going to get closer to them. So at this stage you want to be like in the middle together with the boss and trying to survive as much as you can. In this specific way, those flames that are going to trying to absorb you, they won't harm you. That's pretty much straightforward. When the fight is done, That's pretty much it. If, for example, the team who is located here, they're finishing quite fast this boss fight, they are able to join the other team. And now we're going to talk about the fights on the other side, how it goes for those who are going on the right side. And the first fight is similar. All of your teammates, they're going to have the same first fight. That's why I'm going to skip it. So here you're also finishing everything, you're building the bridge to the boss of the second phase. And here is the knight on the horse knight. Here is a little bit of an interesting mechanic, and you need to understand it. You see the rope, the green light. When you're fighting with teammate together, this green rope is going to be let's say between you and teammate, so it's going to connect both of you. Why you need it? Well, it's a mechanic of the boss, and at a certain moment he's going to run around, and you need to catch him exactly to this rope. So one teammate should be on the left side of the boss, the other teammate on the right side of the boss. And when he exactly runs, you need to catch him. There are several mechanics when he's going to use it. This phase, when you see that he jumps into the center and doing his AoE move, you need to get on the curve, like to the end of the map, to actually avoid all his attacks. Otherwise you're going to die like almost instantly. So again, the phase with the rope. And here's going to be the other thing. No, not this time. Okay, I was successful, but there's going to be the other way how it actually works. Again, the same move. We're running like cross and avoiding his attacks. When you're with a teammate, you should actually follow each other, because this is going to be important not to harm each other. So here, the moment I didn't catch him, he's going to ride outside of the circle. He's going to summon like these knights who are kind of ghosts, and they're going to hit hard if you're going to get into their way. So you're together with a teammate, and you also need to follow each other to actually avoid their attacks and follow this boss at the same time. Because here, an important moment, when he's starting to run into you, there's going to be such a small gap to actually react and catch him. As you can see here, I missed. And if you're not going to succeed, he's going to do his jump into the middle of the field and doing his AoE attack, which in a story mode, I believe especially in Elite, is going to kill you like instantly, immediately. There is no way to survive it. I was able to survive such phase in a story mode only because of the pet. As you can see, I have this legendary pet. It gives me additional shields. So due to shields, I'm able to survive with small amount of HP if I'm not going to catch the boss. For the others, I don't know. The only way to survive this phase is to actually react properly to his move. So as you can see here, boom, huge and massive damage. Yeah, not that easy, but you need to get used to it and work with the teammate properly. Now, these were first two bosses, let's say on the left and on the right side. After that, you're getting access to the third phase. Here you're going to fight all together 4 teammates. And a reminder, if I remember correctly, the required nullification here is 3.5k. Keep in mind. This boss fight is kinda simple. There are just several mechanics that you need to keep in mind, and I'm going to guide you through them. So when the fight starts, at the very beginning he tries to smash you. Here the best strategy is to actually keep him in the middle or bring him to the end of the arena, like to the side completely, because he's going to leave such a fire flame on the ground, and it's going to deal actually some damage. This is an important one, because again there are several mechanics which you need to know about. So if he's going to work messy around, it's going to affect the performance of your team, and some of your teammates, they may actually die. At certain HP bar, again, he's going to summon these mechanical parts, and you need to break them. This is some kind of a shield, so you need to break it and equip. And you can see these parts there sliding on the ground in a circle. The way it works, you need to manage your timings. Like, as soon as this part is going to cross the line, like in front of me, I'm going further. Now I'm doing the same with the second phase, and I need to reach the center. This is an important one, because this is going to bring boss into a break phase. During the break phase, you're able to deal the most amount of damage, just to go all in, all skills, all your damage potential and so on. You're dealing the massive amount of damage. He's going to do pretty much similar moves, nothing special, with the fire on the ground, with trying to smash you, and again he's going to summon these mechanical parts. The strategy is the same. You need to reach the center. Okay, so in a solo mode I was too fast and I finished him before he is going to do his third phase, let's say. Third phase, he's going to do the same thing with parts, with mechanical parts. The only one change here is going to be that he is going to again shoot with lightnings from his hands, which are going to be like across the board on the left and the right side of the boss, and he is going to rotate. So you need also to get in a perfect position with that details, and not to get under his lightnings, under his massive attack, otherwise you're going to die again. So you should equip the detail and go with the same track as he's rotating, and you need to get into the center, and after that ideally you need to finish him. And that's pretty much it, the whole fight with the third boss. Now we're going to the final fight, and this one is the most interesting. So in a story mode it requires 4.5k nullification, in elite mode it's 5k nullification. And this one is tough, so you want to save as many revival tinctures for this one fight. You need everyone to stay alive, you need everyone to take part properly. So at the very beginning, when you're going to deal certain amount of damage, Queen is going to freeze all of you. And she is going to, the king, is going to try and get you with his fireballs, and this is going to melt the ice. Your teammates, they're going to be in ice cubes. If you are the first one who got released, you need to run to other teammates to release them. Why is it important? Because you need all together gather at the queen, and as you can see here, 100% bar, this one bar is for queen. If you're not going to break her, she's going to deal massive AoE damage and kill all of you instantly. So you're getting to her and you need to break her shield really quick. When it's done, you're able to deal damage up to 360 bars. After that, the king is going to join the party. And here begins the most interesting part, I believe, with a lot of different mechanics. So he is jumping to the center. At the very beginning you're able to deal him damage. You need to do it. He is going to hit you with different AoE attacks from the ground. but you're going to hit him till the moment he is going to summon shields around him. When he is in a shield, you can deal damage to him, and he is going to summon queen, so here you need to fight the queen again. And also king is going to actually trying to interrupt your fight and going to mess up with you. Overall, the mode is interesting, like I really enjoyed it, but it was tough. So when you're going to deal certain amount of damage to the queen, here's the part when she is going to summon these ice stuff, ice bullets, let's say, all around the map, and they're going to track you. At this moment, all you need to do is just go to the center in the middle, like to the king. He's also trying to hit you, so yeah, about survivability, it's a lot. You need to survive a lot, you need to live long, you need to heal a lot, and so on, and you need to rely a lot on your teammates. So these ice bullets, you need to get exactly to the king, and we're going to be like at the moment when they're going to almost hit you. You need to jump into him, like over him somehow. Yes, he's going to deal some damage to you, but you need these ice bullets to actually hit his shield. When you're going to succeed in it, he's going to remove his shield, and now you're able to deal him some damage. And as you can see, I wasn't on time to actually properly heal myself, so I died even in a solo mode. Imagine in a team fight. Yeah, here I'm using the revival tint, and he is going to summon the queen again after this break phase. So again, you need to fight her to 120 HP bars. Yeah, here begins like one of the most interesting mechanics of this fight, and a lot of people, they were struggling with it. So he is going to summon these mechanisms, these robots, and our ally, he is going to transform us, some of our teammates, like in the story mode is going to be 2 teammates are going to be transformed into knights, 2 teammates are going to remain as usual, let's say, people. Because it's solo mode, obviously I'm going to be transformed, but in a team fight, this is the most important moment, because 2 teammates, they're going to be like in a guard mode, like here you can see. The other 2, they're going to be just simple players as they were before, but their role is also really important, because when these guardians, they're going to fight the mechanisms, queen is going to summon, let's say, icebergs, which are going to freeze these guardians. So the first thing you need to keep in mind, and you need to do if you're a usual player, not a guardian, you need to break these ice cubes, icebergs, as soon as possible, because when they're going to be on the cooldown, like the orange bar is going to be fulfilled, they're going to freeze guardians, and they won't be able to do anything, they won't be able to fight. And this is the way to the win, so they need to fight. When you're breaking icebergs, guardians will be able to fight further. If, for example, guardians will be frozen, again, the king is going to use his fireball, so you need to reach guardians, and actually he need to hit them with the fireball to unfreeze them, let's say. Hope this part is clear. So we're going to fight with the first one, mechanism. After that we'll be able to transform. I need to pick the figure. We're going to transform into the next knight, and here again we need to fight the other one knight, and all the mechanics, they remain the same. You as a usual player need to break ice parts on the ground, you need to unfreeze your guardians, and when they're going to kill their mobs, let's say, you will be able to transform into queen, and here queen, she's able to break the shield of the king, so you are using her attacks to break him, and all the other teammates, they're waiting for it to happen. we're finishing the break phase. Now you're transformed back into the human form and you need to deal as many damage as possible. After that, you need to finish Queen. And when she's going to be done, shields from boss will be removed from the king and you need to finally finish him. Hope this video will be helpful to you guys and you enjoyed it. And again, remember, I am gathering the team for Elite Fight, so if you're ready, feel free to apply and join it. Again, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Take care.